Curry đang gặp nguy hiểm. Anh ta đang cố gắng thoát đi.
Back to LICC Davi LOL International Collegiate Championship. So this will be the last game or the last fight of the night. That's NTU versus IVE. So that'll be Taiwan versus Hong Kong, right? So that would be the home court versus the foreign
Next door
land.
neighbor.
Yeah, the neighborhood. So yeah, we get to see them, and I believe.
Yeah, this is actually a very important match for both these teams. As
Yes.
This could determine the very first seed for this group.
Ooh.
And that's a pretty big advantage.
Yes, and also big shout outs to Technological Institute of the Philippines.
Yeah.
Of course, wasn't able to to win the last game, but of course, big shout out to you guys. Really do commend and credit you for doing your best at this group stages.
Yeah.
So really thank you for bringing in the Philippine flag across all the regions. So right now we are heading into the drafting phase. So we're going to check the battle between of these two teams. Of course, Taiwan and Hong Kong, they are really good on playing on this one. So okay, NTU versus IVE for the first round. That'll be all off. Of course, not questionable pick. And your thoughts on the banning phase?
Yeah, so the bans are actually very similar to what we've been seeing throughout the entire tournament. Olaf always banned, Syndra always banned, Nunu always banned.
Yes.
So like, who knows what else are we gonna expect? Possibly the Rise ban, the Nidalee ban, the Jin ban. Those are all common. There's the Nidalee ban.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So these bans so far throughout the tournament have been very consistent, and let's see what NTU decides to ban.
Yeah, so of course the Syndra has been taken away as well. It is really quite painful if whenever
Yeah.
you get to hit someone with that scatter of the week. Like it's Syndra has been on rest for a very long time, but right now we are seeing it mostly being picked and being banned.
Yeah, and we do see that the Cassiopeia was banned as well. So two mid lane bans, definitely target bans toward this IVE mid laner. He's been doing a very good job so far in this
Yes.
tournament. Let's see what the final ban is coming in from IVE. They will ban away that Poppy, and Jin immediately locked in for this NTU team. Like I said, Jin has been a very contested pick so far
Yes.
in this tournament, and it just goes to show like they just first picked that Jin rather.
Well, yeah, I think this is the game, or this is the rematch from Game 3, if I'm not mistaken. The mid lane will be number 4 and back.
I don't think this is a rematch actually. No, this is a whole new set of games. These teams haven't fought against each other yet.
Well, I think the one is, I think this is the one on the top lane. Oh yeah, I think this is the new one.
Yeah.
I thought it was playing on the number 4 on the IV, but yeah. But going back into the drafting phase, they are hovering this hacker, and this might be a possible big pick for them, because knowing that Jin is an immobile type of champion, you can just use the onslaught of the shadows and ran him away.
Yeah.
And then it's just whittling the consistently damage. But if ever that you get to build the Triforce or the Deadman's combo, but of course if you're as squishy as you can be, the Shadow Horse might go down before he reaches Jin.
And we do see that it won't be the Hecarim, but it will be that Ezreal and Jason. I expect NTU to actually pick up the Echo and the Hecarim right now. And, well, they picked Hecarim before I could finish my sentence.
Yeah.
So, Hecarim, and then it's actually going to be the Nami. They aren't going to go for the Echo immediately, but we have seen NTU favor that Echo when they have that opportunity to take it. And taking the Nami with this Jin is going to be pretty interesting. And wait, I think they're listening to me
Oh,
as they
oh,
have
wow.
switched to that Echo, and they will lock
Wow.
that in. So
You're
that will be the
God.
Echo for the for Silly rather, and it will be the Nami pick. So that will be a Nami Jin bot lane versus the Ezreal, and there are a couple of champions left on the map.
Ooh.
I mean, Karma's still available.
Yes.
I think Karma is probably the best pick in this situation. You might want to take Zyra. That's also a possibility. But let's see what IVE decides to take up.
Well, yeah, still knowing that
Oh,
both of them in lane.
Blitzcrank.
Oh,
And
Blitzcrank.
they've been
seeing
playing
it.
Blitzcrank the entire tournament,
Yeah,
so
oh, whoa.
nothing new now.
Yeah, but I mean, you get to respect that Blitzcrank because they keep on playing that one and they have some good results. Not as much as you can be, but still, they were able to land those hooks.
Yeah.
And right now, they keep on hovering Hecarim. These both teams are keep on hovering that Shadow Horse, but none of them was able to pick him up.
I don't think they're going to pick the Hecarim actually, and... Oh, never mind. They're proving me wrong right now, as they will lock that in, so that will be the...
NTU is the one who's only listening to you.
So it will be the Hecarim jungle with that Blitzcrank support, so they still have their mid laners up for the taking. We'll be using that final pick to possibly go for that counter pick. So what does NTU take? It looks like they're gonna put Hank rather on this Lux, and he's been playing Lux for the past few games, so it's definitely one of his comfort picks, and it looks like that's what he's gonna be taking. And will they go for this Garner pick to go against this Hecarim?
So it means that Hunk's going to play on this one. PY Chang is not presently.
Yeah,
so.
I think the entire day so far it has been Hank playing. So yeah.
PY Chang was able to play a while ago.
Okay, so I guess they've been alternating mid lanes.
Yes,
yeah.
I think so. More like an SKT type
Yeah.
of
Easy
subbing.
Hoon Faker.
Easy and Faker way back then. So this might be a potential Rumble pick and might go to the jungle.
Yeah, that definitely will be the Rumble
that'll be the
jungle, and they have played the Rumble jungle in the past. I believe they played Rumble jungle versus Indonesia, if I recall correctly, and they had a lot of success with this pick. So again, we do see that Victor as the final pick to go against this Lux in that mid lane. And with that, all of the champions have been locked in.
Yeah, I believe that this team already. I'm not really sure, but I believe that I casted them a while ago. I'm not sure if it's on a different team, but Sync21 a while ago is from playing Elise, and number 4 was like playing the Syndra. And then PY Chang is playing the Victor.
And we do
right, if I'm not mistaken. So I think this will be the matchup because NTU wasn't able to win the game a while ago, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, well, it doesn't matter if if this is a match or a rematch or not, but both of them are trying to be the, trying to save themselves, be the best across all regions. And right now you can see Baba's Blitzcrank once again, and then you can see also Chen on that Ezreal, yeah, so what I've said a while ago, Ezreal is not really good on early game. So it perfectly spikes up around mid game to late game because of the Muramana and the Triforce combo.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be dependent on how well this Crank can perform in lane. If he's able to land those crucial hooks onto that Nami and onto the Jhin, and we definitely need to be taking into consideration that jungle pressure coming in. If these junglers are able to get those successful ganks in that bottom lane, it's going to be interesting. Once again, there's a lot on the line. Tomorrow will be the semifinals and the playoffs for the LICC. So the last game of the night right here.
Oh yes, indeed. So right now, I want you guys to share this stream. Of course, this is powered by Garena itself, and after the game a while ago, TAP, though they weren't able to win the game, we're still proud of them. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I guess it's a sense of disappointment and a sense of pride. I mean, they did play their hardest. They did manage to take a win. But personally, coming into the tournament, my expectations were a lot higher for TIP.
Oh, wow.
So I'm a bit sad. And immediately right off the bat, we do see the counter, the invade coming in, but they will back away. And once again, guys, this is the last game of the night. This is a match between NTU and IVE. This is Taiwan versus Hong Kong.
Yes, indeed. Right now, you can see on the blue side, the NTU on the top lane. That's on the Lux. The Star Guardian itself, the cutie pink lady. And then on the AD carry marksman, that will be Jeo Chen on that Jin, and for the support, that will be Dean.
And for the red side, we have IVE representing Hong Kong in the top lane. We have King on that Jace in the jungle. We have Sing21 on that Hecker. And for the mid lane, we have number 4 on that Victor. And for that bottom lane duo, we have Grenade and Baba on that Ezreal and the Blitzcrank. And we do see that NTU did take the small Krug to get that early XP advantage. I really like this play coming in from IVE. We do see that the Ezreal and the Blitzcrank are camping in this bush. Will the first hook land for this bottom lane?
Yes, and we really agree on that one. So yeah, both of these teams right now are just trying to take it slow.
Yeah, for sure. And we do see fairly standard starts coming in from both junglers, both starting on that top side of the map. We do see that the Rumble definitely going to be a lot slower compared to the Hecarim. And Hecarim already on his bottom side of the map. Meanwhile, Rumble going for the full clear once again. So it looks like he's not changing his jungle pathing from the last few times he's played Rumble in this tournament. That's fairly interesting, as I feel like at this point in time, maybe some of the teams might have capitalized on the fact that he's maintaining that same route.
Yes, indeed. So usually started on the top side and then just currently, I mean, yeah, that's how Kenya plays his Rumble.
Yeah, and so far we do see that Hecarim is now a lot faster than this Rumble. If we take a look at CS, it's like 8 camps, 2 to 10 camps. So Hecarim does have that slight advantage. He is working on the Scuttle Crab right now, and I expect him to go for that invade. He's probably going to check to see if that red buff is up, and we do see that he was making his way towards that side. However, decided to back away as they did ping out Lux putting that ward down.
Okay, so Hong was able to sight down Sing21. So yeah, sorry about that a while ago, the confusion, but yeah, you're right. These two teams weren't not playing once again but on the mid lane. You can see both of the junglers are quietly present, and this might give an info that Sikenya has no red buff yet.
Yeah, so we can expect Sikenya to make his way towards that red buff. That is exactly what IVE is thinking. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we do see that duel, and that was a very well played duel coming in from King in the top lane. He did definitely come out on top from that trade, but it looks like Silly will be able to pop some corrupting potions to heal up a bit. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we do see Baba. He hasn't really landed any ganks yet, so any hooks yet. So that's something he's gonna be trying to actively look for.
Because Baba, when he played Blitzcrank, it was against Zyra. So you can usually push but the flash here, but another flash has been burned as well. Bubble wasn't able to be in trouble for them to run away. But there's the 4th bullet plus the grenade catching Baker.
And I mean, at this point, the flash on that Jin is a lot more valuable than that flash on that Blitzcrank. We can expect the Hecarim to revisit this bottom lane very soon. Again, some trading going on this top lane, and at this time it's Silly who comes out on top.
Yes, and right now you can see KimPG being the sentinel top laner after his very good poppy play a while ago. He's really good on this one. Thing is Jace as well, so right now he's going for a top lane carry. And, Silly, it's being the echo type.
And I mean, at this point, we do see that IVE has built up a small advantage so far. There's roughly a 300 gold lead in favor of IVE. That is from that mid lane and bottom lane CS deficit between those two laners. Roughly 10 CS, almost 10 CS, more than 10 actually, in that middle lane. And in that bottom lane, it's also a more than 10 CS advantage as well, 14.
So, oh wow, I'm not really sure.
But it looks like the CS advantage is going to be very negligible, as there is a very big wave in the mid lane for Hank to farm up, and Hank's actually going to ghost in right now, and there's not going to be anything to come out of that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he used the ghost. No, I know. I know that number 4 has no mana. But
I believe it was a miscommunication, as the Rumble was in the vicinity. Yeah, right on the wing. However, Rumble decided to just ward up rather than going for that all-in.
Yes, indeed. I was thinking also that he's going for it, but he just warded the Raptors. And of all camps, so why the Raptors? He can just smite it and detect something out of it.
I think it's okay because first it denies the detection, so you immediately burn that detection. So that means you can't sweep any more wards. But here comes the hook down onto Dean, and Dean is taken down. However, they're not going to fully command, just immediately back away.
Okay, but they are trying to chase out. But Grenade Arc can shift something in, and nothing much. Once again, just a normal hook, but of course, the damage coming from Gio Chen is not yet enough for that to go in.
Yeah, and the flash was burned by Sekenya right there, so no flash on the Rumble. Hecarim still has his ghost available and is looking to create an invade, but he will be
Ooh.
spotted by that ward.
Oh wow, the ult coming in from Honk, and wow, a very good kill coming from Hank.
Yeah.
And that Lux. So it
That-
wasn't the camera
That was
wasn't
actually
able to show
very
us what
interesting.
happened.
I'm not sure what Hecarim was trying to accomplish there, as there were no objectives to take. The red buff was gone,
Yes.
and it was just an easy collapse from NTU to just take that first kill.
Yes, of course. Hank, a really good light binding on that one, just finishes off with a very good ult. And yeah, this may be a first advantage
Yeah.
for NTU. Of course, she's having a hard time on that victory, using the fakes and everything. But yeah, this will be a good starting point.
Yeah, when
for
you
it
see
for
that,
them.
Lux opted to go for a second door answering rather than going for the items, trying to complete her items as fast as possible. So
Well,
going
yeah,
for that
she
sustain,
bought
and she
also
also
that-
bought that refillable potion.
Yeah.
So looking to just sustain this lane, trying to survive as much as
Ooh,
possible.
this is looking bad, but a flash has been burned away by Silly. No silly movements out there, but you know, Sync 21 can just return for another gank.
Yeah.
So Silly should stay away mostly on overextending on that part,
Yes.
knowing that King 21, I mean King 2G has the damage.
Yeah,
So this might be a problem for Silly.
and I mean,
Needs to take it slow move.
yeah, he definitely does. And now Singh should be level 6 once he finishes his red camp. So it is a possibility for him to revisit this top lane. However, Silly has done a good job of warding up all the entrances, so I think he should be fine. Meanwhile, Rumble did give away that blue buff to this, actually in the process of giving this blue buff away to Hank. So Hank with that blue buff might be able to sustain this wave lane a bit longer, but the CS deficit is definitely starting to show, as after number 4 clears this wave, he will have roughly a 20 CS advantage.
And yes, that's it. It currently showed.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Dude, come on. It keeps on showing on that one after the laser has been dropped down. So yeah, right now you can see Sync 21. Starting also the blue buff, just to give it away also for number 4. So the trade up of blue buffs has been already
Yeah.
started.
And I mean, right now, it's a very
Oh.
slow pace early game. It's still
Yes.
extremely close. I mean, there has only been 1 kill, but the gold lead is almost exactly the same. So
Whoa.
it looks like
Wow.
it's going to take some time.
It was a good steal coming in from Hank on that final spark.
Yeah. And
Wow.
that was a very good steal. So now Victor doesn't have that blue buff, and that should slow down the snowball coming in from this Victor
Yes.
and just creating that CS advantage.
Well, all of the teams mostly when they see Victor, they're trying to pressure the mid lane, especially the PY Chang a while ago played
Yeah.
Victor. It was not totally greatly camped, but I had a hard time playing it because the ganks from the hands of Syndra are mostly present.
Yeah.
Shadow of the Week also was able, and
And
hook
that's
was
the
able
hook
to-
we were looking for. And
Wow.
that's Gio Chen immediately getting bursted down by that combo. And with that, that's going to be the snowball that IVE needs, as that's a lot of CS that's going to be missed from this game. And there's already a 20 CS advantage being built up in this bottom lane by Grenade.
Wow, it was a good play coming in from Baba. Still on point on that hooks, and hoping for a consistent accuracy on that one, because you can mostly all of the, I mean, 4 of the champions from NTU is not as fast as they can be. You have Jean on that Nami, Jin, Lux, and of course Kenya on that Rumble. Only Echo has to drive pace that can possibly run away, but here they are running on the top lane, trying to trade up, but of course no kills for now. And whoa, Hank was able to first down Baba, but dive coming in also from number 4, but here comes the equalizer on the side, turning
And the
in
flash was burned.
Flash and the harpoon ain't enough, and Kenya was able to secure the kill, and Dean.
Why did Dean flash for that? That was a very interesting flash. Flash is
Because he
being
wants
burnt
the assist.
everywhere. Yeah, but I mean, at this point in time, the gold lead is still in favor of IVE due to that CS advantage being built up in this mid lane and the bottom lane. 20 CS within both of these lanes. And that's definitely going to start adding up as we do see these items are slowly starting to fill in. A lot of the components are being purchased, so it's only a matter of time till this happens.
Yes, and knowing also, even though you're a blitzcrank, you can just overdrive and then dive in this luck from Hank. Because you can just like finding it, but on the top lane we are moving in, and here comes a Ram from
Well, that was a nice
21.
stun.
They are chasing in, and the stun was able to stop. But yeah, it was still will be converted into a kill.
Yeah.
A really good gank coming in from Sing 21.
And I mean, despite the score being 3-3, despite there only being a 600 gold lead, the momentum is definitely in favor of IVE, as it's IVE making the plays and NTU just picking up the cleanup kills.
Yes.
But even though they're getting those kills, they're still in the control of the game. And again,
and
there's
also
another play.
Shadow on the side. They are trying to chase in Hank, but here comes Kenya on the side as well. The Ray was able to number 4, and you can see the teleport. Final Spark was able to use, and the Harpoon was able to secure the kill away from that Horsey. And right now, Kenya trying to chase in number 4. Another Harpoon was able to drop, and the Light Binding, but the Sea Light Singularity was able to go to catch him. And here comes Echo King 2G on the side, trying to
He
jump
gets that
away
kill.
and gets the kill from Hank. But here comes the return kill coming from Silly. Everyone is, I mean, most of them are present on that.
And that
fight.
was definitely not what IVE was looking for. The score is now 8-5 and the gold has shifted in favor of NTU. Right when I said that IVE had control of the game, it's NTU that shows up. And with this now, they have the 1,000 gold lead. And I just have to commend Sekenya with his Rumble so far. He's been very good at this Rumble. I mean, the last few games he's played Rumble, it's been very consistent and very solid.
Yeah, so yeah, it sounds bad for the opposing team to have an unfortunate turn of events. Hank is safe on that one, but he stayed on this on the vision of King 2G and was able to jump into the skies to convert a kill. And on the bot lane, you saw Baba, the Blitzcrank, is lying on the ground. I'm not really sure what happened on that as well, but it was a kill coming from NTU, and it was a good fight that's been took by them. Took advantage of the fight erupted and take advantage of the bot lane. So yeah, good plays coming from NTU, getting ahead on this one.
And I mean, with this, it's now NTU with that momentum. Items haven't been built quite yet. We do see that Lux is still trying to complete this Corello Nocton. Meanwhile, Jilin still trying to build that Yomu's Ghostblade. But once these items start to flow in, we might be seeing something come out of this NTU team. And right now, it has reset quite a bit, but looks like Rumble is looking to make a move. And against the game, against I believe it was UPH, Rumble actually did a very good job of camping to the bottom lane with his lane splitters and equalizers. And it looks like he's looking to do that again.
Yes, indeed. So the movements right now to Rumble, he is trying to move on the mid lane, but Sync21 is quite present here as well, trying to ram in, denying some vision, and Kenya has been denied moving to the mid lane. Dean is quite present here as well, but Hank, one Light Binding someone might be bursted down. So
Yeah, so both
even
teams-
Sully is aware of what's happening.
Yeah. Both teams just looking to establish control over this bottom lane, as we do see Dragon is up in a minute 30, so something you definitely want to secure for your team, as that is an Infernal Drake, probably the most highest value Dragon you can take.
And of course, knowing that you have this lineup who usually leans on the power play, but also the shadows has been used, but the equalizer on the side, the tidal wave as well, but the curtain call has been opened for the final show, and Gio Chan was able to secure the kill, taken away from the Sing 21, and Sekenya was able to take down Grenade as well. Really good play coming from NTU.
Yeah, definitely, and with that, NTU does have the lead for sure, 2,000 gold. They were again able to kill Sing 71, and they were able to kill Grenade. And that was a very questionable engage coming in from Sing 21.
Yeah.
Despite the flash hook missing, Sing 21 still overcommitted underneath the turret without vision of the rest of the
And
NTU team, and they got punished hard for that.
And knowing if you wanted to fully commit on that one, you should started it with the onset of the shadow
Yeah.
and just secure the kill. Or I mean, secure the escape mechanism using the blitz hook. But right now you can see on the top lane, they're just trading it. Nothing much for both top laners.
Yeah, and I mean, despite the gold being 10-5 and despite the score being 10-5 with a 2,000 gold lead roughly, this game is still in anyone's bag. It's only 6 minutes in, it's very early, and the scaling from this IVE team is rather scary with this Victor and with this Hecarim.
Yes, right now you can see in Davi, and yeah, Infernal Dragon is now live. So I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah, and
to
the vision
respawn
control is definitely in favor of NTU right now. They have that ward at the Dragon Pit, they have the extended ward revealing the rotation from that mid lane, and they do have all the lanes pushing up. Yeah. But he does have teleport, yeah, so he did get chunked down by King 2G.
And he also has his chrono break up, so there's still a possibility that he can still be present on the fight, but you can see also the ward has been matched on the Dragon Pit, and on this side as well, from the side of Green. So we're still looking into the movements of the top laners. Both of them has their teleports up, so we might see a fight erupting around this Infernal.
At the moment, it is fairly chill. Both teams don't want to overcommit, as again, there's a lot on the line, so they don't want to overextend.
Yes,
they want to ensure that this game is very clean, but it looks like the nerves are starting to show, as we saw earlier with that uncoordinated play by IVE in that bottom lane.
It's kind of bad for them, but right now you can also see 21 onto the backup of King 2G, and Silly is trying to be baited out there, just trying to do, trade as well, but nothing much. Well, they're usually a top laner shenanigan, or a top lane skirmish.
Yeah, and I mean, the Hecarim does have the Triforce. He has been struggling quite a bit earlier, but with that Triforce now, he should be doing a decent amount of damage, and it looks like IVE is actually going to concede this dragon to NTU. Hecarim is extremely far from this dragon right now, and it will indeed be the case as the dragon does fall to NTU.
That's the first dragon of NTU answering the Ocean Drake in the hands of IVE, and I really do agree with you, Nip, that that the advantage or the momentum is swinging in the hands of NTU.
Yeah, they have completed their items. We do see that the Yomu's Ghost Blade has been completed by this gen, so that's a decent amount of damage. But Ezreal as well, actually, you have to look at his items. He does have the mana immune already, and he also has that Iceborne Gauntlet, so that's a huge power spike coming in. And oh, here comes that tower dive, and that's a sure kill.
Wow, no questions asked.
Yeah.
No question asked. But right now, you can see here the final spark has been using the flash into the flames with their onslaught.
Wow,
Shadow
he's still
into
alive.
The skies, flying up in high to take away the kill, but the Hank is still alive. The Star Guardian will be trying to save the world. Sing 21 is running away with a devastating charge and was able to escape safely, but that was a return kill.
Yeah, and I'd say that's definitely worth for IVE.
Yes, of
Two
course.
for one, and they put so much pressure on the map with that play. They had to force Lux to rotate. They actually burned the summoner, both summoner spells from Lux, and they burned that the flash rather from Sakenya. And with this, because of that pressure on the top lane, NO4 is going to be able to take this mid lane turret. So with that, the gold lead again now shifted back in favor of IVE, and what a close game so far.
Yes, indeed, I really do agree with you on that one. But did you know, Nip, that I'm really excited for this game that we weren't able to, tell to the audience who we are. So yeah,
okay. Guys, for those of you who don't know who we are, I'm Neep.
And I am Alpha.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see on the bot lane, this is a very intense match, and they're everywhere. Silly is present on the bot lane. Parallel Convergence wasn't able to hit. Deadly Flourish also misses, but you can see Silly playing all around. Chrono Break has been popped, but Sakenya on the side. Here comes number 4 being present. Bubble wasn't able to hit, but the burst coming in from that ray from Victor, number 4, was able to secure the kill from Sakenya, and they are still trying to push it in.
And it was Sakenya overcommitting this time around. It wasn't IVE who overcommitted, it was like Sakenya, so the nerves being a part of the factor in both of these teams right now. I mean, there's a lot on the line, like we said earlier. That light binding almost connected onto King 2G.
I think Sekenya was baited by
Yeah.
Silly itself because
Yeah.
I thought they were going in and then you chrono break away. I'm being left out and then there's number 4
Yeah,
landing
getting
every,
baited by your team. Terrible feeling.
Victor burst that he
Yeah,
has.
Victor immediately going for that Ghost Splash and that ultimate combo to secure that kill.
Yeah, but yeah, they are really having an advantage right now.
Yeah,
It's swinging
and
on the side of
The
IVE.
gold just keeps on swinging, but right now there's a 1,500 gold lead in favor of IVE. The kill still in favor of NTU, however, that is irrelevant. At the end of the day, it's all about who takes the Nexus. Whether the score is 0 to 100, doesn't matter.
Yeah. I thought it was number 4's that way, but the Chaos Storm was able to secure the kill from Sekenya.
Yeah, that was
But-
indeed the case.
Yeah, but it was quite scary for a Victor to have the kind of damage right now in the time of the game.
Yeah, and let's see how NTU responds. Will they be able to shift back the momentum back to their side?
Yes, and this will be the second Infernal Dragon, if I'm not mistaken. Or is this... Oh, no.
No, the Infernal Drake hasn't been... Actually, yeah, the next Infernal Drake is spawning very shortly, I guess.
Yes, but this would be alarming because you're going to have another Infernal.
Yeah.
So if NTU got this one, they have the Jin burst.
Yeah, so NTU
They
already
have-
has one dragon, and IVE has
It's
that
funny
ocean.
that NTU is running a burst type of team comp, Hank, and then Chen on that burst type combo. But you can see on the bot lane, they are trying to start in the fight. Curtain Call, and the second bullet was able to secure the kill. Wow.
Yeah, and it looks like it was Baba who got baited by the bot lane of
Yeah.
NTU, as it was Sekenya in the wing, able to immediately respond and take that kill onto Baba. So with that, they should be able to establish control over this bottom lane and possibly take this turret. However, we do see number 4 is rotating to the bottom lane to help this Ezreal and see if they're able to do anything about this.
You don't really want it to fight on that kind of choke point. You have the tidal wave, and then you have that equalizer. So really, even Grenade wasn't able to follow up because
Yeah, and I
of
mean,
that.
meanwhile, in the top lane, we actually see a tower
Whoa.
dive again happening by King 2G and Sing21. And it's definitely not Silly's day so far. He's been ganked so many times in the top lane by Sing21. And he's 1-3 right now compared to this 2-2-4 from Jace. And with that, King 21 should be able to do a decent amount of damage towards this top lane turret. There's no one there to respond, as everyone else was in that bottom side.
Well, I'm not really sure what happened to Silly, but his chrono break is off. I'm not sure it's up.
It might have been.
seconds
It
ago.
might have been on cooldown a while ago, maybe.
Yeah,
Or maybe he
possible.
wasn't expecting the burst coming in from that Hecarim, because the Hecarim definitely has a lot of damage, and with this damage,
Whoa, the
they will be able to take
rampage.
2 turrets now. So the inner turret coming in from IVE, and with that gold lead now 5,000, 4,000 rather, in favor of IVE.
So yeah, this Lux pick or Hank's pick is really really good. Like he has been hitting those light bindings for a crucial moment. The burst is still there. You already have the Rabadon stat cap. They really wanted to take down someone, and of course on the Jian Chan's Jin already has his Draktar and Yomu's Ghostblade. So you have already those arsenals to take down someone or pursue a 3 versus 5.
Yeah.
All in all to that kind of lineup, and also Equalizer is going to reach the back line. But you still need to respect number 4, that's a Victor, and a late game Ezreal might just poke you away and not opting for that Triforce. He has the Iceborne Gauntlet, so it means that they are going to fight backwards, just trying to guide it away. But right now they are going to start the Infernal.
Yeah, Inferno Drake is now up. We do see that Rumble does have his equalizer available, and I feel like this is going to make or break the
here
game
we
right now
go.
if anything bad happens.
You can see the Curtain Call just trying to stall the bullets, and he might finish this one. And yes, oh wow, just walking it all up and smiting it. Was able to secure the Dragon, Sing21, and they are trying to chase in, but I'm not really sure if you wanted that fight to already have the Dragon. You just have to go and back away. Yeah, and yes indeed they did.
Yeah, so they will indeed back away, like you said. The bottom lane turret is still up, so I expect IVE to easily rotate for that bottom lane turret. That should be a free turret, no contestation whatsoever. As we do see that Jin doesn't have the Curtain Call available, and that's 4 members of IVE pushing down the turret. And we do see that the Victor is starting to build up those items, does have the Abyssal Rod as well as his fully upgraded Hex Core, so looking to build that Rylai's Crystal Scepter as his next item.
I'm not really sure what happened to that one, but it was Sing21 just walking in, facing that Infernal Drake and was able to secure it using Smite.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
I mean, it happens. It happens to everyone. You know,
Yeah,
sometimes you're just not lucky with those fights.
But you already has the advantage. It's just a normal horse just trying to, you know, approach and try to gather vision. But it was a good play indeed for Sing21 and a misplay coming from Sikenya.
Yeah,
I was thinking that they're going to pull the trigger.
yeah,
because,
but they did. You know, I guess they don't want to risk throwing again. Because let's say one of those team fights, the team fight ended wrong for one of those teams. That would have been a free Baron or possibly another turret for that enemy team that won the team fight.
Yeah, we do agree on you that one. So right now, both of teams are trying to take it slow. IVE needs to assess once again and take the advantage, or just wait for some mistakes coming from NTU, such as the Dragon play a while ago. So trying to wait for Baba to have someone to pick out with.
Yeah, so both of these teams just taking their time. 3,000 gold each score in favor of IVE.
Then right now, Yeek and Cecilia being aggressive on this one. Parallel Convergence wasn't able to stun Baba, but you can see on the side a movement coming from King to G, and the Shock Blast is not as circular as possible. But whoa,
wow, he got deleted.
Wow, the burst coming in from Victor from number 4, but Chrono Break has been popped, and this is a massive fight. You keep on running away, and
That's
yes, that
3
was
for
the
0.
3 for 0, and here comes Hank on that final spark. Tidal Wave has been used as well on the side, but no manifestations
the
of any
burst-
kills. That was just 2 kills, and 3 kills coming in the hands of IVE. Wow!
The burst from IVE is insane right now. They immediately destroyed Geochin from the map. And with that, it's going to be a very fast Baron. That was 3 kills and the Baron in favor of IVE, and that gold lead is now 6,000 in their favor.
Well, I'm not really sure what happened on that one.
Yeah,
but Chen was in front of them.
Yeah, that was actually very questionable positioning. He pulled a ruler right there with that Jhin. And in the end, it happened the same way. Just like that SKT game, you get picked by the Jhin in the mid lane, they take Baron, and you're going to end up losing the game.
Yeah, but
And not only a game, a crucial game.
Come to think of it, Chen has been picked off, but Sikenya, and then you think it's silly?
Yeah, I feel like after that initial pick, they got quite confused as to what to do. They weren't sure if they should try to fight, if they should try to back off, and they did try to back off, but they all split up on separate ways, and that was just an easy pick.
I'm not really sure what happened to Silly. He uses the Chrono Break, but ended up still in the front.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yes, overstayed is welcome. And with that, we do see that the mid lane and this bottom lane are pushing. I don't think there's much NTU can do. They still have...
Whoa! A double light binding and the Eclipse and Equalizer. Parallel Convergence and the Curtain Call as well has been used. But the Gravity Field was able to secure another kill on top of Shadow, ramming away. But Silly is still going into Grenade. But you can see also Sing21 jumping in. Oh, another burst coming from that devastating charge into the Rampage, the Spirit of the Dread. And the Death Ray was able, Ezreal, Grenade, Mystic Shot, was able to secure that
And
kill.
that's an ace for IVE. Will they be able to end the game right here, right now? There's roughly 30 seconds on the clock, and they're taking these turrets down extremely fast. That inhibitor will fall. They have that Baron buff. The Victor has a lot of damage. It looks like they're going for it. They're looking to end the game, and that turret got immediately destroyed. And this will indeed be the game for IVE. Our final match of the night will go to Hong Kong as they take this victory.
Oh my goodness. What did just...
Yeah, that was a really great way to end the night right there. I mean,
the comeback
extremely well played by both teams. It looked like you couldn't tell who was going to win like halfway through the game. It was only one snowball. All it took was one misplay from this...
Geochin.
Yeah, Geochin.
I'm really sorry,
Baron,
but the Jhin.
The rest of your team dies, and that's it.
Well, dude, I agree. The power coming in from the Hecarim is really strong. He keeps on running. I mean, he keeps on ramming
that was
and
an
running
insane amount of damage.
everywhere.
There was so much burst, right?
Yes,
from
indeed.
that Victor, from that Hecarim. Lots
Yes,
of damage.
everyone. And of course, they secured the Nexus because of the attack speed coming from that Ezreal and the hypercharge from Jace. So yeah, really good play coming all around from IVE, and congratulations on that win. You're going to take another spot for tomorrow's game.
Yeah, so guys, once again, you have been watching the League of Legends International Collegiate Championship. And guys, tomorrow, we still have a lot of games in store for you. We have the semifinals and we have the finals. Even though the Philippines won't be there, the matches will be exciting. So make sure you guys
And
tune in tomorrow.
we're not just talking about intense game. We're talking about also intense shoutcasters.
Yeah.
So Asarai, I think it's Asarai and Riku will be there.
Yeah,
here
I'll be
tomorrow.
there.
And Neep, of
Atlas
course,
will
our
be
very
there.
own,
Shinbu will be there.
Shinbu and
Lots of
everyone.
casters tomorrow.
So yeah, you need to catch up, or you need to watch us tomorrow, and you just have to watch the replay from what happened from today. Everything was intense. Everything is really good at LICC. And once again, big shoutouts to Technological Institute of the Philippines Vindicator Esports Club for doing their best. And Philippines still loves you. So
Yeah.
we'll be waiting, guys. See you next time, and see you tomorrow. And your shoutcaster, that will be Neep and Alpha. Thank you guys for watching, and see you tomorrow.